Happy Saturday, everybody. We are in the middle of the month now. Let's talk business with Crockett and AV. When you see the C,
you know it's me, and when you hear the C, it's Dr. Crockett
AV. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. We got a lot to jump right to today. I love the guests that we're going to have coming up momentarily, and just the title, Cash in Fitness. That's going to be a real good conversation. So, two things you ought to have: cash flow and fitness, and we trust that you will have your trust in order so that your will can live.
Well, you understand me? That's a beautiful thing. I'm cutting for the cash flow and fitness like razor blades, though. You know, that's a bloodstream thing, which is what. But definitely, when we come to the trust and wills, we're committed to everyone in our community covering themselves, man, and making sure that their bloodline is covered for real.
I like that word. Say that again. Covering yourself.
Covering yourself, making sure that your bloodline is covered. Let's insulate our assets. Right now, in today's time, there are so many things going on coming at us directly. Right? You've never felt in our country since we've been alive, we've never felt this type of pressure coming at us directly, right?
Every day.
Right. So I want you guys to understand that protecting your assets should be paramount, right? I always encourage people, you check your everybody know exactly how much money they got in every account that they got.
Yeah.
Right now, I promise you. You look at their bank account how many times a day, right? But how many times a day do you look at your credit?
Right.
Right now, funding is changing, right? So if you are in a position to go and get access to capital, you need to make that move right now. And I know we're talking trust and wills, right?
Yeah.
But we're also talking insulating your family right now. Right? So definitely go get all of the access to capital that you can so you can weather the storms that are coming as we are going through the things that we are facing at this time.
It's coming.
Now, when we talk about trust and wills, if you have a will and don't have a trust, a will is a list of your wishes. Everybody in this studio can sue everybody in this studio and try and take their assets right now.
Yeah, because it's not insulated.
It's not insulated. If you don't put the will inside the trust, then it's not protected. There's some things going on with that big beautiful bill that he called it, right? Where if your loved one passes and leave you property, right, and you can't prove that you can afford the taxes on the property, right? See, in today's society, most of us are living maxed out lifestyles, right? So say you. Again, I use an excellent example. Say you got two people in the house, each person making $50,000 a year. So you got $100,000 flowing through the house, right? But y'all together are living a maxed out lifestyle. So then a loved one leaves you a house where the taxes is $20,000-$30,000 a year, right? They leave you an asset. Well, you got to be able to prove that you're able to pay for those taxes along with your lifestyle, or they'll be able to take that asset from you. That's what's going on in that big, beautiful reel right now, allegedly, as I continue to study it, right? But when you put that asset inside a trust, then you can leave that asset inside the trust to your loved one. So, again, it's time to protect everything, man, with what's going on. As we see the motions in the city, in the nation, we need to start covering ourselves. It's so much that I can give you a zillion stories about trust and wills, man. So I'm going to just tell you right now, make sure that you go get a trust, that you go get a will, that you get your HealthCare surrogate document taken care of, that you get your HIPAA authorization document taken care of, that you get your advance directive, that you make sure you got the power of attorney. Sit down and have the challenging conversation with yourself about who you want to function as the trustee of your will. And your trust, this is a real conversation that we got to have right now.
And I know people say, it may be a lot. Well, here's the good news. Crockett & Son have it all laid out for you. 281-576-9119, 281-576-9119. All that conversation you can have, the questions you may have can get answered for you. And the good news is it's affordable.
Yeah, it's only $700, man. It's less than what, I promise you, it's less than what you spend on groceries at the house, especially if you got somebody growing in your house playing basketball, like I do. It's a real thing. But I gotta say this, man, and it's just what's in the air right now. We gotta cover ourselves, people. We gotta cover ourselves, people. We got to cover ourselves, and that means covering our family, covering our lineage, making sure that everything we work for throughout our entire life goes where we want it to go once we go see God. Cause right now, just man, keep your eye on the country, man.
Yeah, because
if it ain't where it's supposed to be, somebody trying to take it from you.
Yeah, man. 281-576-9119 is the number to call right now, so you can have that conversation. And Mike, also coming up this Thursday, August 21st, 8:30 a.m. till noon at the Community of Faith, which is 1024 Pinemont. Bishop James Dixon,
my man,
the SBA, as we know. Lender matchmaking event. Tell us a little bit about this as well.
Now, the lender matchmaker, now y'all know me. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I own 7 companies. I'm the founder of a nonprofit, and I believe in taking care of the community and making sure that we have access to capital,
yes,
right?
Sir.
So with this said, I partner with the SBA along with Bishop Dixon and a plethora of banks to get us all in a room. So all of you business owners, come by. The banks are there. Okay, so I'm going to explain this event the way that we want to hear it. The SBA is telling the banks that I want to lend money to this community right now. Yeah. So the SBA is saying, Dixon, Crockett, y'all put the business owners in the room. I'm going to bring the banks in the room, and I'm going to tell the banks that we want to lend these business owners money. Now, they need to sit down. The banks are in the room to show you what you need to do in order to qualify for the lending that the SBA is ready to ensure. Yeah. And this ain't no small money, y'all. Again, we need access to capital right now so that we can do business. We need to get open and open wide so we'll have the resources to fight the fights that we need to fight in today's time in this country.
Because it's coming.
Yeah, no, it's here.
It's a battle. So this Thursday, 1024 Pinemont, y'all know the Community of Faith, Bishop James Dixon.
Yeah.
8:30 in the morning, because you know when you do business, we do business early. So
come on now.
Come on out early.
Yeah, come on out early, because them bankers got to get back to saying approved. You did. They got to get right back to the bank so they can holler approved. Yeah, they need to be leaving with your application and your documentation. You hear me?
All right, so 281-576-9119. Speaking of cash, Miss Sammica Cash is here with us.
In the building.
Cash and finances, and this is it's a wonderful time. Cash and fitness, should I say?
Yeah, cash and fitness, because she working out.
Yeah, she working out.
Her videos is a trip.
I like it. We got a real deal. I asked her when she came in, because she work out. Boy, Raul, I said I work anybody out. Anybody. She said I can do anybody.
Well, don't you know she from Memphis now?
That's what I heard.
That literally means she can do anything.
I see it. You from Memphis? Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me in this great show today. Yeah. And I'm just blessed to be here. Yeah. I'm blessed to be in the city of Texas.
Yeah.
Serving in a big place.
Yeah, it's big. Yeah,
absolutely. God called you high. He will enlarge your territory.
Literally, and put you in a large territory.
Yeah. Say welcome. I know. How long have you been in the fitness industry?
I started working out in 1998.
Wow. 98.
So I walked in the gym in 1998 to be better.
Wow.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, take us on the journey, because you said to be better. So I know it's a lot in there when we say that.
At that time, when I started fitness industry, it was more so, hey, I want to, get in shape. I want to look good. I want to, look like this or look like that. I didn't understand the healthy part of it as far as nutrition and the journey it would take. I'll be 54 this year, this month, actually. Right. And the journey has, I was 27 when I first walked in the gym. So the things that I've learned, I was a sponge for so long.
Yeah.
So, I'm such a dynamic trainer and one of the best in the nation because of my knowledge, and I study it.
Yeah.
Moving to Houston was a huge leap. Of course, I was one of the best trainers in the nation, and one of the best trainers in the city of Memphis with the highest clientele of anyone.
Yeah.
So when God tell you to move, you got to go. Yeah. It might not seem like it, people couldn't understand it because I was doing such a good job, but greater. Sometimes we think one way and he's trying to take us way. He's stretching.
So I got questions. Getting close to 54 myself. Talk to us about the over 50, and it's our first time walking in the gym.
I mean, muscles are for a reason.
Yeah.
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of times people come to me, especially older people, and they can't even get out the tub.
Right.
Things that we take for granted is the get up muscle. They can't get up from a floor position. So you have to start them off higher, because they don't have the tricep.
Yeah.
They never did any. Muscles are for a reason. It's to stabilize the physique, especially as we age. Muscles are just like the mind. If we don't use them, we lose them.
Wow.
Yeah. So because movement is the thing, right? I mean, we gotta move, and I think a lot of times, as you said, as we get older, That's sometimes we get. I remember just seeing a picture of like the older people always sitting in the chairs. They go to work. They may have been sitting down. Come home, you're sitting down, and after a while, it's like that's not good for you.
It's not good at all because when you're not mobile, blood slows down. We have to be mobile, especially when it comes to cardiovascular output.
Mm-hmm.
The most important muscle is not the glute. It's not the bicep. It's not the pec. It's the heart.
Yeah.
So if you're in cardiovascular health, it adds years to your life.
Wow.
It increases blood flow. Mm-hmm. It prevents blockage in the heart. Balloons, stents, because we increase in blood flow.
Yeah, Mike, I was thinking about some things. I think especially the brothers can identify if they, if the blood ain't flowing right, brothers have a lot of issues.
Feel issues. Man, what was hilarious. So I'm and shout out to me walking the trail this morning, especially today, and we got her in the building.
Yeah, gotta do it.
Yeah, so I'm on the trail, I'm kicking it with Drew, right? And I tell Drew, I said, man, just words once you get over 50, they hit different.
I know.
I said, now listen to these two words together. And this is the words I said, blood flow.
Yeah.
Blood flow.
Yeah.
I said, now 20 years ago, we didn't even pay that no attention. But right now, we really care. I say, here go another one, oxygen.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We need them.
Yeah, it's just the words hit different over 50
especially
than they
when you
did
have to
over
work it
30. Yeah, come on now. Yeah, 30 years old, oxygen was for something else. You did. Right now, it's for life.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a different world. So I really, really love what you're talking about. Now, talk to us about being 50 years old, because I'm 50 for real, and then making health and working out healthy organs. I got a crush on organs now. Yeah. That's a trip, right? Yeah. But healthy organs more than, because now we ain't really, it's cool with being super strong, but we want these organs to last.
Yeah. I mean, it's two kinds of fat in the stomach.
Yeah.
It's the visceral fat, and it's the sub-Q fat.
Okay.
Sub-Q fat is fat that's right below the skin. Mm-hmm. And then you got the visceral fat that's deep down in the abdomen cavity. So that's the bad fat that surrounds the organs.
Okay.
And it's important for us to focus on burning that visceral fat. The good thing is it's the first source of fuel the body uses for energy.
Is that the
sub-Q is right below the skin. The visceral is the fat that surrounds the organs.
Okay.
This the harmful fat in the body.
And it's a way to target that fat and burning that fat?
Absolutely.
Can we talk about that? I want to point my finger at that.
We got to start with nutrition.
Okay.
So we live in a world where everybody want it quick.
Right.
Amazon, quick. Everybody want it quick. People going and get surgeries and semaglutide is taking over.
Yeah. Everywhere.
And it's the body feeds on itself because the basis is protein.
Okay.
Protein is the building block of muscle. Okay. So with that being said, we have to make sure that we get the protein in because we want to put our body in a burning state. Mm-hmm. Most people's bodies are in a storing state because the way we eat.
Right.
So
wait, slow down. You just said something that, if my comprehension is correct, you got to say that again, right? You saying that you can activate fat burning by what you're eating?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's how you activate fat burning.
Yeah.
By what you put in. So
that's not a conversation had.
Yeah.
I mean,
because you got a lot of people running away from protein. We made it like taboo, like it's a bad thing. But like you're saying, this is the fuel to the body to help.
Let me break that down so you can clearly understand what protein is. Protein is the building block of muscle.
Yeah.
We have two fuel sources. That's carbohydrates and fats.
Right.
So we have to have a balance when it comes to nutrition, so the body could.
Hold on, sis. Don't go past that.
Man, because she going.
The carbs and fat.
Absolutely.
That's another thing you hear people saying. Carbs are bad, but they're good carbs, bad carbs.
Absolutely.
Good fat, bad fat.
Absolutely. A potato is a good carb source because
people don't believe that though.
Because it's grown from the ground.
Yeah.
So any source of carbs that's grown from the ground is a good carb source. But what makes it not good is when you load it up with cheese, butter, bacon bits. Yeah. That makes it not good. You turn a good carb source into a bad carb source.
Yeah.
And when we think about diabetes and what it means, a lot of times a doctor would tell us we have something, and we don't understand what it is.
No.
So when you have too much sugar, back in the day they called, he got sugar. Too much sugar is too much insulin in the blood. Mm-hmm. So when that happens, so it's trying to penetrate the cell, the muscle cell, and if it don't, because of it spills over in the blood. And so as the insulin level rises in the blood, the metabolism slows down. And that causes obesity.
Yeah.
You know, because higher sugar levels. So that's why it's important to reduce the sugars in the things that we eat, because just like these medications, they are designed to decrease insulin in the body.
Yeah.
So when decreased insulin levels, it's stemming weight loss. So now it's a weight loss drug, but it was originally made to reduce the insulin levels in the blood. So when that happens, the metabolism speaks up. So we got to know what and why, especially when it comes to the pituitary gland, the TSH, the T3, the T4. If the thyroid is the governor of the body, it controls it all. If you are a Ferrari and you govern at 50, guess how fast you're going to go? 50. Because even though you're a Ferrari, though you design for high performance, you govern at 50.
Slow down. Okay, so wait a minute now. And usually, y'all, I come in here and I kick it with my people, and everybody come with real good information. But she done sprung on me. So now tell me the function of the thyroid again.
The thyroid, okay, when it goes pituitary gland, then you got the TSH, then you got the T4, which is inactive. Thyroid is a hormone. It's the inactive hormone. Is the T4. The T3 is the active one. So most people that have thyroid problems, when it's hypo or hyper, it's the governor. If your governor off, you won't lose weight.
Yeah.
So that's why when a client come in and sit down with me with a consultation, it's not just what I see. What we doing inside? What them labs look like?
Yeah, what's going on?
So I can know, do we have anything that's hindering? Because when I put a nutrition plan together, I don't miss.
So
I love that.
Wait a minute.
It's Michael Jordan and everybody else.
Hey, let me do this.
Yeah.
Our special guest today,
She from Memphis.
Cash in Fitness is the name of her business, and of course, I love it because you get an opportunity. You know, he said, "I'm gonna give you the plan. We're gonna go to work. She studies. She got it down.
Come on, man.
Just listen to her.
I got so many questions. It's hard to be quiet.
Yeah.
So now So tell us how to get in contact with you, to have a meeting with you, to find out what's going on the inside, so we can go on and get the results we out.
Well, you can email me at info@cashinfitness.com. Send me an email, and you can book a consultation. You can go to my Instagram. It's Sammica, SAMMICA_Cash. My last name is Cash. My real last name.
Yeah.
The power is in the name.
I got you.
So
say it again.
You can go to. You also can go to Facebook, Sammica Cash.
Yeah.
TikTok, Sammica Cash.
The Instagram, I know you got a bunch of followers following you, but at the same time, you know, you keep it in an humble state, but you also help people to promote their brand, because it's an opportunity for them to see the work that God has blessed you to do displayed in their lives when they change. What can people expect, especially when they come to be a part of what God has blessed you with, to help us get our get our butts in shape?
When you walk into Cash in Fitness, you can expect me to meet you wherever you are. Wherever you are. I mean, if it's your first day, if you've been doing it every day, I'm going to meet you exactly what you are, where you are, and teach you nutrition first. Because we fail as a community by what we put in.
Yeah.
We plague with generational curses of, we go to a family function, it's 16 carbs on the table.
Yes.
You know, and it's not healthy carbs.
Yeah.
So we have to break the generational cursing with bad eating and understand what it means and what it looks like to focus solely on what you put in. Because it's true. What you put in, you get out.
Yeah. I can witness to that.
That's a real fact. That's a real
Abs made
fact.
in the kitchen. Abs not made in the gym. Everybody want abs, but don't
She said abs made in the kitchen.
We never heard it like that.
Oh, wait.
That's what
Come
you put
on
in.
now. And I done been in the kitchen and I ain't leaving with no abs. So I definitely want to find out more about connecting with you. And I like your approach to the nutrition aspect and the education about nutrition, simply because now that I'm a little older, I'm a little bit more aware, and I understand a lot better that what I'm eating is the issue, but I haven't sat down with somebody that can show, hey, Crock, this is what you need to eat.
Yes. And it's important.
Yeah.
You know, you can't outwork your fork. No matter how you try. You cannot outwork that fork. You can't. You can try all you want to, because if nutrition is 80, you can go to the gym 3 times a day, and it's still 20.
Yeah.
You can go 3 times a day, it's still 20. Till you fix what you put in, you will never get the results that you want.
You talking the gospel truth. Sammica Cash is hanging out with us, of course, Cash in Fitness. And I know you also do programs that help our seniors, because sometimes, as Mike said, you know, they can get lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, shout out to my mom.
Yeah, but at the same time, we got to keep them moving as well. How do you develop programs for our seniors? Because sometimes people, Sammica, are intimidated by the gym. They're intimidated by fitness, intimidated by working out. So how do you make it, simplified for them as well?
Well, I do offer the Silver and Fit program, Silver Sneaker program.
Like
it's 2 different variations at Cash in Fitness, because it's important. Even see, one thing about older people, especially, I got clients 78 years old, and thought that they couldn't be a muscle, and I show it every day. If you put the right protocol together, because it's essential. Like, exercise is not non-essential. It's not something that we cut. It's the first thing certain people cut out. People are so more worried about what they drive up in instead of what they get out in.
Right. That's a whole nother vibe.
With older people, they have to get it now. We have to get stronger. Right. It's not the time to sit down because we retired. Yeah. We worked all these years. We want to make sure we enjoy the fruits of our labor by taking care of ourselves. Yeah. And I be on them. The older people, so I be on them.
Yeah, I believe it. I'm going
to pull up at your house.
Yeah.
I'm open up the refrigerator, making sure you eat what you're supposed to eat.
Oh, so you do. That was another question of mine. You do make house calls.
Absolutely.
Pull up on it. Yeah.
I mean, he called me to do this. I ain't never walked in there and played nothing. I ain't never walked in that gym and played not one thing. I come from a trucking background. I had 9 trucks. I was doing over $100,000 a month. I get up every day and do what I love. When I looked at my account this morning, I ain't have to go there.
Wow.
I ain't have to go there.
Yeah.
Like you said, capital, being smart as far as business.
Yes.
Everything you said, resources.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Buying power.
Yeah. Come on,
my credit's stronger than 10 Commandments, sweet.
Yes.
I make the right moves.
Yeah, and the 10 to change the world.
Absolutely. 10 Commandments stronger than 10.
Come on now.
I can go sign my name.
Yes.
And that's what we need.
In our community.
Yes, we think of how do we make it. First time when somebody asks me, hey, mentor me on trucking business, mentor me on business. What's the first thing I need to know? You need buying power. Yeah. You need to work on your credit worthiness first.
Let's get
so
that.
You can walk in the door. And
understand your credit is your name. And don't say you got a good name in the community. I'm going to use that word on this app. And then you ain't got a real good name. Because, see, your name, when they... Credit is your name. Yeah. When they pull your credit, they pulled your name. They looking at your name before they look at your face and making a decision on how they gonna do business with you based on how you handle your name.
Yes.
You dig what I'm saying?
What kind of community are you facing?
Come on now, as I just said at the beginning of the whole thing, you look at your account every day. How many times you look at your credit report?
I look at mine every day.
Yeah. Man, come on.
If I go to my phone right now and I hit the button, the Spirit ain't gonna be the first one to pull up.
Look at that. Shout out to my FICO for
because if we want something, we already know what we get. What we look for.
And if you're going into business, you need a banker and a lawyer.
Absolutely.
You dig what I'm saying? And your banker need to know the nature of your business and know how to support you in your business. That's a whole nother conversation. I got several bankers and they all on speed dial.
And because you, other than that, you just another number. You're gonna get washed away in the system.
And I think, Mike, when we have the conversations in the long run, I think that's what, when we talk about your name having leverage, that's what makes it important. Makes it powerful because you got access to all these entities, and the reason you have access to all of them that are working for you is because you take care of your name.
How you carry your name. Your name being worth more than diamonds and gold. I'm telling you, if you got 100 cash, right? You got 100,000 cash. And you go ask that 100,000 cash to get you some more money, it just can't do it.
You can't. You're right.
You understand me? Yeah. But now you can take your name and tell your name to go get you an endless amount of money, and based on how you handled your name, it will come back instantly.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a whole nother. Your name is your tool to leverage in the community to accomplish your goals. Whatever cross your mind, God gave you a name, and your name should be able to fund the ideas that God put in you. Absolutely. That's the bottom line. That's how our economy is created. You understand me? And instead of running from being capitalists, we need to capitalize on what's going on.
Yeah, there's one thing I say: you're not gonna be here forever, so you might as well live life to the fullest.
Shout out to Ecclesiastes.
Yes, sir. I'm doing Cash and Fitness. Of course, we want to know. Give us the address. Of course, give us Instagram. How can people Sammica keep up with you, and they want to book a session, get a consultation with you, come out and experience.
Want to come and let you change their life
at work
and show them what
Cash and Fitness is located at 10 North Milby. The zip code is 77003. It's a 17,000 square foot facility. It's the biggest black female-owned gym in the nation. I ain't this good, but I serve a man that's crazy. When I go to God, I go crazy.
I know that's
if
right.
you want to book me for a consultation, you can go to my Instagram page, Sammica_Cash. You can go to my Facebook page, Sammica Cash. You can go to my TikTok, Sammica Cash 7740. Also, you can email me at info@cashinfitness.com.
Here's what I love about her as we get ready to wrap up. We got about a minute and a half. Is the fact that you have, I can tell, she has honest conversations.
Right.
Absolutely.
No open-ended compliments. You
Yes.
just keep it real.
Keep it real.
Yeah. Well, she from Memphis.
Yeah.
And I always say, if you meet me and you say, I don't like her at all, you met the real me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But say, come on, we gonna
You
work.
made an informed
We gonna work.
decision.
I ain't gave you nothing fake. I gave you the real. And everybody can't take that. And I get it.
No, and I love it. Thank you for that. Thank you for this. Cash and Fitness, we know that it's definitely doing great things to help change the lives, as you said, not only just in the world, but for the kingdom of God as well.
Absolutely.
We thank you and appreciate you for that. 281-576-9119. 281-576-9119. Call Crockett and Son right now. We got 30 seconds, Mike. They got to get them trust. Got to get that trust in order.
Man, you gotta get your trust. In today's time, in the moments that we're experiencing right now, if you want your kids to have what you've amassed, you need to get your will and trust. It's only $700 to take care of everything. Give us a call, 281-576-9119. I implore you guys for your future, for your bloodline, for everything that you thought you want, your donation of 100 years of your time, energy, and effort, right? You need to come and get that organized, man, so you can take care of your people. Now, if y'all call me and I ain't at the office, don't be tripping because I might be over there with cash now. Yeah, I'm trying to leave some calories on the treadmill.
And I got one last thing to say in closing. If you're gonna gamble with something, don't let it be your health.
Yeah, I know that's right.
Do not let it be your health. You're gonna always lose if you gamble with you.
That's
Man,
real.
Sammica Cash, thank you for coming on. Let's
Absolutely.
talk business with Crockett and AV when you see the C.
You know it's me, and when you hear the C, it's Dr. Crockett and
AV. And Sammica, we got to go check Mike's refrigerator out because it
it ain't right. I got 3 of them.
You got to go see what.
I'm gonna have to pull up on them.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. She truly from my town.
Put them
This
commandments.
is, you hear it, don't you? Yeah.
Put them commandments on it.
You right.
281-576-9119. 281-576-9119. Have a great Saturday. Don't forget this upcoming Thursday, 1024 Pinemont, the SBA.
We'll see
funding.
you. We'll see you guys at the man. You done made me forget what it is, but be there.
Yeah, be there. SBA funded. They say, come on out and get your business together.